Okay, now we're gonna start cutting out our little robin patterns. And I have some cardstock paper. Okay, it's printed on both sides, so this will be kind of fun. I'm gonna take my printed out robin, and I'm gonna kind of figure out how much room this would take up. And I don't know if I want to do the feet. I'm just going to kind of figure out how much room it would take up. Probably like this much room. So I'm gonna fold my paper over, which let's see. So yeah, I just want to make my paper a little smaller. All right. See if I can kind of do it straight, because I don't need the entire cardstock paper. So I'm just gonna cut this down a little bit, and I'm gonna make sure that my entire robin's fitting here. This part's optional. If you just want to cut the robin out and use her, that's perfectly fine. I usually like to have an extra pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and put mine on cardstock. I just I just like having extra little birds. I don't know. Yeah. It's like you can cut it once and you get two birds. Two birds with one cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You could use a paper cutter. Mine just doesn't fit on the camera, so I'm using scissors. And you don't really have to worry about if you want this side or that side, because you're going to get both of them. Maybe see which is up and down. All right, see what's up and down. So the same here. And you're not going to need both at this moment. You can figure out which one you want to use. And go ahead and cut these apart. Okay, now and then you can move, if you want extra paper up here, you could move all the way down to this tail so you don't use up all your paper. So I'm going to go all the way down to the tail, this little tail feathers. And I still have extra right here, so I don't really need this. I'm going to go ahead and cut it away so I can use this paper somewhere else. Now I've got them down to a nice workable side. If you want, if you have youngsters, or if you're not sure about this, you could take a little bit of adhesive, just a little bit. You could put a little dot down, and this will help the paper. This is optional. This will help the paper not move when you go to cut it. I'm just using Elmer's glue stick today. And some of my other projects, I do use different adhesives. So you can just kind of tack that down so it won't move so much. But if you're comfortable, you can just hold it in place. So now we're just simply going to cut out our little robin. I do have some little novelty scissors. If you have novelty scissors and you want to play around and get a little bit more of a feathery look, that's optional also. It's totally up to you if you want like a little feathery look, or if you want a smooth look. And you can alternate to different scissors. You don't have to stay the same. And you can wiggle your scissors also and make interesting little patterns. It's all up to you. Let's see. Yeah. I think these are usually better when I do like kitty cats and puppy dogs. I think maybe the bird, the little robin, Some of the areas might be a little smoother. You're going to be able to reuse these, so keep your scraps. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do a wiggle. Like you can just wiggle your scissors a little bit. That way it's not like a little cookie cutter. Right here, I might go ahead and grab these scissors because maybe the little robin has some little featheries up top. That might give a little feathery look. And then you can switch back. You can go ahead and pull some of this off. Keep it aside. Okay. So, yeah, if you like to tear paper, you can tear paper. Let me think. Underneath, there might be a little more feathery look underneath. And I do have some smaller scissors that I might bring in for the little feet. So, yep. You don't have to get all the way on the line on these smaller ones. So, yeah, don't worry about it. And you can cut some of it away also. So, if you want to just cut some of it away, and then you can have smaller areas to work with. You can turn your papers in different directions. So I'm just gonna get up close and cut some. I'm just gonna cut some of this away. I'll come back to his feet in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and get some. I'm not sure what if these are called novelty scissors. I'm not really sure, but they make really fun marks. Gives it a more feathery look. Okay, and I'm going to go back up to his little beak and just cut some of this away. Now I'm going to go in and cut some of the smaller pieces away. And I think I'm going to see about having that little feathery look again. All right, move out of the way. Scoot over. Scoot over, scoot over. Okay, little bird feathery look. All right, now, yeah, just have fun. So just have fun cutting. And I've had 4-year-olds that have done the cutting, so they have children's scissors. And I was at a picnic, and I was doing a collage for all the little kids at a picnic, and a little 4-year-old sits at the table, and she was so cute. And I'm like, does your mom let you have scissors? And she just smiled like she was gonna do the project. She just smiled and she's like, no, but she was saying yes, but she said no, and then her mom comes over, and her mom's like, yeah, she can have scissors. And I had children's scissors as she was 4 years old, and she loved it. She was able to cut everything out. And yeah, some of the cutting skills, she's working on, but she cut everything out and she had fun. Okay, I'm going to have to separate his feet. So find a place to find a somewhere natural that you could try to separate his feet. If you do have little ones doing this, maybe you can help them with this part. Maybe you can give them the most easiest part. If they're really little, I don't know, maybe give them something else to cut out, like a flower, or I'm not sure. Give them something fun. They'll probably have fun doing the pasting part. But yeah. All right, and just kind of, you can bend these. It's okay. We're going to be gluing on, so it's okay to bend things. Oops. All right, just kind of, we're almost there. Everybody, almost there. Pull that out. Yay. Okay, we have the first bird. And if you separate where you glued it, then you have two birds. Oh my gosh, this is cute as can be. So you could just use this bird if you want it. The thing about this bird, it was a double-sided printed. So yeah, now you have options. Okay, so now that everybody has their birds, we're going to go into how you could break this down more if you want it in the next video. All right, see you back in a minute.